Hello, lovies. Happy Monday, Mindfulness Monday at the Johanna White, who's in the house with you today. So don't mind the way I look. Let me back up a little bit. I was freshly showered this morning. My hair's drying. I masked. I tanned. So we're letting my tanner soak in and do its magic, make me all gold and bronzed before I throw on my makeup and do a little makeup look for today too. So if you are on the live version of this live, which means this little red live button is here in this number, please drop a hey below. Tell me where you're tuning in from. If you are hitting the hashtag replay later on and that's not there, say, drop a fireball. Drop a fireball. Tell me that you're here. Hello, Laura. Hello, Liz. Hello, Brenda. If you guys are loving my Mindfulness Mondays that are happening on the Johanna White, please make sure to hit that share button for me so your people on your page can see it too, because the more we share, the more we love, the more people it's going to help and change and heal. Okay, you guys? I am really, really excited about today's topic. It should be pretty quick. Let me just get some music on real quick. And then I already typed up my written document that you guys know, if you are on my free email list and my newsletter, you get today after the live is done, okay? I already typed it up. I was planned like nobody's business for today. Hello, Julie. Hello, Denise. Hello, Barbie. Hello, Madison. If you do hit the share button, you guys, please make sure to drop hashtag JoJo in the comments. That's how I know if you shared this live, okay? I appreciate the love, the likes, the shares, the follows, all the good things. You guys are amazing, okay? And if you guys are missing notifications, please make sure that you are following this business page, The Johanna White, on Facebook, so you do not miss out, because I'm doing a Mindfulness Monday on a new topic every single week. The video will then be dropped to YouTube, and then anybody who signs up for my free newsletter on my free email list, you will also get the written document, so you don't have to go back and watch the replay if you don't want to. You can just read the document. I literally list all my crystals, if I use crystals with it, any of that good stuff, okay? Hello, Patty and Lori and Ashley and Donna and Lori again. There's two Loris. Thank you guys so much. Okay, let me get my music up real quick. Actually, let me get this shared myself and then get my link up. Then I'll get my music on, and then we'll get rock and roll. Okay, that's how we do this up in her. I know, Laura. I'm sad too. Thank you, Ashley. Hello, Miranda. I am so excited. Like, legitimately, you guys, like, when I say I'm really excited, this is something that has legitimately changed my life. I mean, you guys know that every single week I'm going to be talking about something new. You guys know when I talked about sponging last week, like, these things have literally changed my life. But this one in particular, because sleep is so important for your brain function and for your health. It's so crucial to get a good night's sleep, okay? And a restful night's sleep. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. It's the weirdest thing. It won't let me sign up for you. That Barbie, I've never heard of that. You're the only one who said that. So I'm not sure. Is it your email? Do you have another email you could use? I'm not sure. Screenshot it and message it to me, the message that you're getting, because I'm confused. I'm so confused and I don't like it. Because it's just, I've never seen it before. So hold on. Let me just get my link up here real quick and get this shared, and then we will hop, skip, and jump to it and make stuff happen today. Thank you, Patty. Good morning, Brooke. Okay, so I'm going to paste that real quick. Boom, and then let me just pin that so you guys see that right there. And then let me get this posted public. Boom, there we go. Now we get our tunes on, and then we rock and roll it, baby. Okay, thank you, Barbie. Thank you, love. Okay, we're going to pause that. I don't want that. You guys, I cannot remember what music I used last week. I think I went on YouTube, to be honest with you. I do, but I'm just going to go, and maybe this will work. We'll see. I don't know if I like that. We'll see. I have it on. Okay, I'm going to get... Oh, you guys, I need that. I was going to move it, but I need that, actually. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, love. Let me pull out my document that I already typed up for you guys. So what's really cool about this, you guys, is that you don't need anything for it, okay? You can literally go into this practice with nothing but you. You don't need fancy crystals. You don't need, like, any sage. You don't need candles. You don't need, any oils. Those are all additives if you choose to use them, but you do not need them, okay? So for me... see you guys have already prepped for you guys. For me, what I do is I have my nightly routines that I do. You guys know I work a lot, right? We have 3 businesses out of this house, and I do a lot of my work at night when everybody's sleeping so I can prep for my next day, because you want to be prepared so you don't wake up already behind the ball, right? The next day. So I do that every single night, is I'm already prepping what's going to be going on the next day. And with that, I'm on my computer, my iPad, or my phone right before I go to sleep, okay? And what happens with that is that keeps your mind in an active, awake state. And it actually can take from like 30 to 60 minutes for your brain to settle itself back down, realize, okay, it's sleepy time, I'm gonna go to sleep. I have suffered with insomnia for years, you guys. I have a lot of chronic illnesses, so I have some pain. My mind, if anybody who knows me, like truly knows me, knows I'm a workaholic. I work. My mind never shuts off. I'm go all the time. My brain is always firing nonstop all day long. Like there's always something new and crazy happening up in there. So it's really hard for me to fall asleep. Now, I don't have anxiety. I don't worry a lot. That's not something I do, but I know a lot of people who struggle with sleep tend to be because they're worried. Their anxiety is running rampant, especially at night, because your brain is starting to shut down. So what happens? You start thinking all the thoughts. And when you start thinking all the thoughts, it comes in another thought. And then you're thinking about that thought and it comes in another thought. And then you're thinking about that thought and then you're worrying about that thought. And then you think about something else and then you're worried about that thought. And then you create this monster in your brain of false. It's fake. It's a facade, right? So how can we shut that down so you can sleep? And not only sleep, but rest, like truly rest, okay? And what's crazy about this is when I started practicing this in my life, my mom was struggling with, not anxiety, with insomnia as well. And I'm like, Mom, I just started doing this practice. You know, my business coach and my spiritual mentor, he kind of guided me in some of my practices that I'm teaching you guys. I just put my own spin on it. And I taught her, and I asked her like a week or two later, I'm like, Mom, I was like, did that ever work? Did you try it? And she's like, oh my God, Joey, she calls me Joey. She's like, Joey, I've never slept so good. Now, when you don't do it, you're not going to sleep good, and you're going to realize you're going to spiral, because it's happened to me where life takes over, you get busy, and you just want to go to bed. You don't want to focus on the practice anymore, right? And you forget about it. And then you start complaining. Oh my God, I'm not sleeping. This sucks. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. What do I do? Oh my God, what has changed? And then you really think about it. You're like, oh, shoot, I haven't been doing that anymore. Like, I need to get back into my routine. I need to get back into my practices. So we're all guilty of it, you guys. It's okay. But today is your day to make a change for it, okay? So I'm just going to teach you some simple things. There's no meditation involved. You can call it a meditation. I guess you can call it a sleep meditation if you want to. So there's 2 ways to do it, and I'm going to explain why I do it the way I do it. And it's worked since the day I started doing it about, oh gosh, how long has it been now? 2 years. It's been 2 years, you guys. And I have been so thankful, that this has worked, because even if you are somebody who struggles with sleep, and you struggle with sleep because of pain, or you struggle with sleep because your mind doesn't shut off, or you struggle with sleep because you go to bed so late at night, and then you're already prepping for, oh my God, I have to get up so early tomorrow, it's gonna suck. You're already mentally tapping into the negative part of your next morning. Hold on. This is throwing up ads and I don't like it. Hold on. So what I do, you guys, is I do my nightly routine. I do my work. I'm on my phone. I'm on my iPad. I shut that stuff down. Now, typically there's times I'm still on my phone in bed. I'm guilty of it, but typically when I get into my bedroom, we don't have a TV in our bedroom. That's something that Steph has actually changed in my life, is not having a TV in our bedroom, because what do you want to do? You want to relax. You want to throw on TV. It'll help me fall asleep. But in reality, your brain's never shutting off. It's listening to that TV the entire time you're trying to sleep. So, we don't have a TV in our room. So I usually put my phone down, and I don't get on my phone while I'm in bed, because my bed is for sleeping. My bed is for rest. And that is what my being knows. That's what my mind knows. And that's why I'm sleeping a little bit better that way. Okay. But with that, at night, I set my alarms for the next day, I get all my tests ready for the next day, then I lay down in bed, right? And then you're laying down in bed, and then, like I said earlier, your mind starts wandering, thoughts start coming in, you start worrying, you start already creating lists for the next day. All that should be done already, okay? So we need to teach ourselves how to shut our minds off. How do you do that? So you guys, it's so easy. You're going to think it's ridiculous. You're going to think I'm a liar, and you're going to say it doesn't work. But I want you to really be open-minded, and that's why I'm doing these Mindfulness Mondays with you guys, is to have an open mind with what I'm speaking about and trying it. And when you're trying it, don't just try it and say it's not going to work. This is stupid. I don't know why I'm doing this. Joe doesn't know what she's talking about. Like, literally feel in your bones, like, this is going to work. It has to work. It has to work. It's going to work because I need it to work, right? And then if you keep telling yourself that, even if it doesn't work right away, even though it has for me, you keep trying it, because there could be a disconnect in your brain, something you might not be doing right. And I don't want to say there's a right and wrong way, but if you're truly not shutting your mind off with this, it's not going to work for you. Okay. So, what you want to do first is you need to become aware of your breathing. Okay. And that comes with all meditation. That comes with all mindfulness, whether you want to do meditation work, whether you want to, whatever you're doing, the crystal work, any of it. Okay. Smudging, it all comes down to breathing. What happens when you're, let's say you're a sports player, right? And you're breathing heavily, you're on the court and you're out of breath. What do people tell you to do? Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Slow breaths to regain your composure, to get the oxygen flowing back into your brain, right? Slow down your breathing. Because what happens, okay, I don't run a lot because I have asthma. Only exercise induced asthma only happens when I'm super active. And what happens is when they tell you to focus on your breathing, even for runners, why do they do that? Because it helps get the oxygen in your brain to help your brain function properly. So even with sleep, you have to focus on your breathing. What happens when you're going through an anxiety attack? What happens when, the first thing I think of is trauma, right? What happens when that traumatic experience happens and you're sobbing and you're crying and you're gasping for air? What do people tell you to do? Breathe, honey. Just breathe, right? Because breathing is so important to the function of our bodies, which comes from our brain, okay? So focus on your breathing, all right? So becoming aware of your breath means to basically focus your attention to the breath going in and the breath going out. And when I took a meditation class in person, you guys, the way I was able to understand it and make it work for me, it wasn't necessarily the breathing in and out. And maybe you're like this too. Maybe you're like, Joe, I can't meditate because I can't shut my brain off. I was the same way. I was like, my brain doesn't shut off. I'm never going to be able to meditate. It's just not for me. And you think, oh, I got to sit here for an hour with my legs crossed in the lotus position with my fingers up. Like, you don't have to do that. Like my picture I posted last night, you don't have to do that. We talked about that last week. You can lay down. You can do whatever works for you. You can do it for 2 minutes. You can do it for an hour. Completely up to you. But what happens, you guys, with meditation is you can focus on the in and the out breathing, right? In through the nose, out through the mouth. We talked about this last week, and we'll talk about this every week when we talk about breathing, because breathing is so important with mindfulness. Is breathing in the positive and releasing and blowing out the negative in your life and in your mind and in your body and in your spirit. So with that, though, that's difficult for a lot of people. That was difficult for me. They said, just if you can't do that, focus on your chest rising and falling, because then your mind is going to a different place to focus on an actual action versus the breathing part of it. Okay. So for me, it was when you're meditating or you're doing this and a thought comes in, think the thought, let it go, focus on the breathing. Go back to thinking about your breathing, because you can't think about the two things at the same time. You're taking your mind from thinking about the thought to thinking about your breathing and your chest rising and falling. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then the whole time, as you're laying there, okay? So for me, that's the one thing I wanted to add in here is chest rising and falling. Okay, hold on, you guys. I want to get to my notes, so make sure I don't miss anything for you guys. And then the point is to anchor yourself on something that is deep and permanent, okay? And it won't trigger stressful thoughts at that point, because you're already taking your mind off of that subject. And as you know, thoughts trigger thoughts, so the key is to transcend those thoughts. And then you can do that by obviously becoming aware of your breath. And then when your mind starts to wander, just bring your attention back to your breathing and your chest rising and falling. And then sometimes that in itself, you guys, will make you fall asleep. If you literally just concentrate on your chest rising and falling and your breath going in and out, a lot of times that will in itself help you fall asleep. But with me, that didn't. Okay, so what I added in is and you guys know I do a lot of gratefulness practices in the morning when I wake up. I'm grateful for this. I'm appreciative for this. Everything in my life. And it's so minute to a lot of people. It's silly. But I do it every day, and I do it twice a day, you guys. Sometimes even throughout the day, depending on what happened. So then what I do is you're going to lay down, you're going to close your eyes, and you're going to start breathing in and out deeply. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Chest rising and falling. Concentrate, okay? Now, some of you might fall asleep at that point if you do it for a couple of minutes, kind of like counting sheep, right? But if you don't, what you can do is what I do, and this is when I say I pray at night. These are my prayers. My prayers are of gratefulness, you guys. My prayers are heard of gratefulness, because if you are grateful for everything in your life, you're going to get more of it, okay? If all you focus on is the negative and the bad things that are happening around you and in the world and to you when people are playing a victim, that's all you're going to get more of, okay? That's the energy, that's the vibration you're putting out into the universe. So we need to focus on gratitude in our lives, all right? So when you start thinking about something, bring your awareness and attention back to your breathing and back to your chest rising and falling. Then what I do is I start thinking of all the things I'm grateful for. Now, these can be big things. These can be small things. These can be minute things. These can be an everyday thing. I think I'm grateful for things multiple times in a day. And I don't care how silly it sounds. I don't care if people think I'm crazy. Like, I do it. And you can do it in your head. You don't have to say it out loud. All right? So for me, some simple things that I'm just going to give you my normals is the health of my children. Like, I am so thankful. Thank you. And you can say, Lord, you don't have to do that. You can just do the universe. Just be like, I am so thankful and grateful for the health of my children. I am so thankful. And I'm always touching my husband next to me, even though we're in the king bed. Like, by the time I can reach my hand over, a little part of my hand is on his skin. And that's a part of my thing, is I reach over and my hand is on his back and it's touching him skin to skin. And my gratitude for him, my gratitude for having such an amazing soul in my life, and for somebody to love me the way that he loves me, and to be the companion that he is for me, and the father that he is to our kids. And I'm grateful for that, you guys. And I say that in my head. You don't have to speak out loud, because again, you're sleeping. My husband's sleeping next to me. So it's my gratefulness for him and his presence in my life, and his grace with me and his grace with the kids. And, something as simple as I am so thankful and grateful for our two vehicles that are functioning and have full tanks of gas outside. I am so grateful for this king bed I get to sleep in. I am so grateful for this roof over my head. I am so grateful to be able to carry this child, in my belly that is healthy and growing and active. And we are so grateful to bring this amazing little human into our lives. I'm thankful for the full belly that I get to go to sleep with. I'm thankful for my bills being paid. I'm grateful that I'm able to live the life that we're able to live. I'm grateful for the jobs, right? Our careers that we get to live on a daily basis. I'm grateful for those things. And I say that over and over every single day, you guys. And I'm going to tell you right now, there is not one night in 2 years that I'm going to say I've missed it some nights. Like I said, life happens. But any night I've done it, there's not one night I've actually gotten through all of my gratitude prayer, ever. I have always fallen asleep. And then I've actually talked to people about this who've done my smudging and cleansing kits through the boutique, Velvet Noire Boutique. You can go over there. There are still some available. They're coming in little by little. I'm getting little pieces. So they're going together and they'll be shipped out in a week or so. But I've never gotten through that. And when I've taught that to people, they're like, Joe, I keep falling asleep and I feel like I'm screwing it up. And I'm like, isn't that what you wanted? Isn't that what you wanted, was to go to sleep and rest? Well, yeah, I guess so, but I feel like I'm like skipping out on my prayers. But you're not. You're not skipping out on your gratitude. You are literally lulling yourself to sleep with gratitude. That's what you're supposed to be doing. It's not like in the movies. I mean, some people still probably do it, but it's not in the movies where people kneel next to their bed and do their prayers. Like, that's not what happens most of the time, okay? That's in a movie, right? It's meant for you to relax. It's meant for you to be in a mindfulness state. It's meant for you to calm yourself and release any negativity that happened that day. You can even do that, you guys. I release anything that does not serve me in my life. I release emotions that aren't mine. Those feelings that aren't yours. All of those things, when you start concentrating that, and then with your breathing, you're going to fall asleep every single time. I can guarantee it. And I don't guarantee a lot of things in my life, and that's something I can guarantee, okay? It's never not worked for me when I actually did that, okay? Yes, for real, Susan, it works. I'm telling you. And then another thing you can do is tell the universe, tell God, tell Buddha, whoever you believe in, tell them, I am not going to sleep. And I say bitch because that's who I am. This queen is getting the best restful night's sleep she's ever had in her life. And I'll say it every single night when I'm saying that. You can start that with your gratitude. You can do it in the middle of your gratitude. If you make it to the end, you can do it at the end. But telling them, the being, the universe, I'm going to have the best restful night's sleep I've ever had in my life. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be refreshed. I'm going to be relaxed. I'm going to feel rested. I'm going to be energized and I'm going to be ready to rock my day. Boom, get into gratitude. Right? Isn't that amazing? It's so simple, and all you need is your mind and your body and the bed, right? And that's it. And then if you guys missed my, the quote I said earlier, it was from Eckhart Tolle. Love him. Super great. Oprah has a podcast called Super Soul. So good. It's free, you guys. Go listen to it. It's amazing to really find some stuff out about yourself. But he says, being aware of your breath forces you into the present moment. The key to all inner transformation. Whenever you are conscious of your breath, you are absolutely present. You may also notice that you cannot think and be aware of your breathing. Conscious breathing stops your mind, okay? So this breathing practice will interrupt that gratefulness prayer, but the togetherness of it for me lulls me to sleep, okay? So just remember to get out of your mind and into the present moment by focusing on your breath. It's sort of a meditation before falling asleep that will get you into a very Zen-like state and ensure a night of deep and rejuvenating sleep. So I wanted to end with this, you guys. I have some crystals. I'm just going to talk about them because it's probably one of the biggest questions I get. Do you sleep with crystals? What crystals do you use? Why do you use them? So every week I'm going to try to incorporate at least one crystal. I have a few today that I want to incorporate. I'll tell you the ones that I personally use, and then there's some other ones that were on a list that I thought I'd share with you. I follow another girl called Hibiscus Moon on Instagram. She shares a lot of crystal stuff too, okay? And it's amazing, you guys. Yes, it can, Ashley, absolutely. But we can get into anxiety and stress in a whole different video, okay? So you guys know I talked about my amethyst last week. I'm going to show you some different ones because I don't want you guys to think that you have to go out and buy this thing. This thing was like over $100, okay? Like you do not need a crystal like this. So I want to show you all different ones that I have and what I've built up to. Like this one is my newest one. But these are your geodes, right? So they have the pretty crystals on them. But literally something as small as this amethyst will do the deed for you if you want to use one, okay? And these are a couple dollars. You guys, you can go on Etsy, grab some from really good, raw, organic, I don't want to say organic, but natural and real, real stones, not fake from China, okay? Have you heard of Holy Rocks? No, I have not. I'm clueless about crystals. I need to get myself in them. Oh, it's so good, Tiffany, so good. I've learned a lot from Googling stuff, researching on my own, Pinteresting stuff, like legitimately, guys, you can learn so much out there. But these are all different ones. So this is a couple bucks. This would be probably like, $20 to $30, and this will be up to like, depending on the size, $100, $200, $300, okay? So just an amethyst is so good, you guys. It is, like I said, it is a stone that everybody needs in their life for so many reasons. We talked about it last week. But how it's going to help you with sleep is it inspires tranquility by easing stress and anxiety while promoting restful sleep, and it wards against nightmares, okay? So amethyst is good. Now, you don't have to sleep with it on your pillow, but I do put it on there that you can have it next to you. I have all mine on my nightstand. I don't sleep with them in my bed. Sometimes if I am feeling anxious about something, I will hold only the small ones and I'll go to sleep with it in my hand. But more times than none, it's going to end up on the floor under me anyway. So I just have it next to my bed and it's good to go, okay? But you can put them under your pillows. My children put theirs under their pillows. My oldest son sets it next to his bed. He has a sodalite because he has anxiety and confidence issues. So he carries sodalite with him. And then he also has a rose quartz, which is a calming stone, which we'll talk about in just a second. So amethyst, for sure, you need. Super good. It's not only a stress reliever, you guys, it's also a pain reliever. So you guys know with headaches, I talked about that last week. I use it for my headaches as well. And then lepidolite is another one. So this is a lepidolite. I have a flat one. They look a little bit different depending on how you get them. I have skulls. So this is your lilac lepidolite. This one's pretty cool, you guys, because it has lithium in it. And what happens with that is it like absorbs your stress and anxiety. So lepidolite is really, really good for that. And it stimulates the flow of joy, peace, serenity, and love. And it's beautiful. It's so pretty. It's another purple stone. So that's lepidolite. Okay. So those two are next to my bed always. And then always I have a rose quartz. I'm just going to show you the difference. So this is a palm stone. It's a little palm stone. They're flat. They're round. They fit in the palm of your hand. Or you can just get a little guy like this. Again, a couple of dollars. Again, this one's actually just a couple of dollars too. I was gifted this one. It says Inspire. But rose quartz is actually the stone of unconditional love, you guys. This is one that's really, really good to have in the front of your home. So like the entrance, if you could get like a big rose quartz for the entrance of your home, this is so good for the feeling of love and calmness when people enter your home. It's so amazing. Love, right, because unconditional love stone helps aid in comforting and releases emotions that prevent sleep by calming your mind. So that's a rose quartz if you guys want that. And then we have the moonstone. I bought this one for, it's a feminine stone. It's not like a masculine stone. This is a feminine stone. So I bought it for when we were trying to get pregnant and it did its thing. But I'm not saying you're going to get pregnant if you have a moonstone. It's really good for other things too. So a moonstone balances your energies and aids in calming the over-emotional mind by realigning your natural rhythm and inspires a sense of ease and release. So this is a moonstone. So it's white and then it's kind of got like black little flecks in it. Super, super cute. I love the moonstone. I actually just, the full moon last night, I had that one charging last night. And then there's lapradolite. So this one's really pretty. I'm hoping it'll show in the video. Mine's a heart. I'm not a really big heart person, but I just happened to get this as a gift. So this is a labradorite. Do you see that iridescence in it? Look at that. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. That's not a very good side. Do you see that, you guys? But this one actually sits up on my wall, but it clears worries and fears that disrupt sleep. So it's actually really, really good for sleeping. Okay. And then the last one I don't have, I just ordered mine. I just don't have it yet. It's a smoky quartz. So you guys know what a quartz is. Most people know what a quartz is. It's a clear stone. Smoky quartz has a little bit like of brownish black in it with the clear. Okay. Yeah, Allison, I can. I do not sell all of these stones. My amethysts come, I have clear quartz and selenite that come. Selenite's good for everything because it charges your stones. Selenite and clear quartz come in my cleansing kits. And then I have, oh my God, I can't remember what's in my Boho, my Boho box right now. I have two stones that are coming in my Boho box. One of them being lapis lazuli, which is if you have anxiety, that one's really good for that, is lapis lazuli. But smoky quartz, you guys, it grounds you and protects you from nightmares. I just don't have one. I can't believe I don't have one, but it's on its way. It's just not here yet. But I get a lot of mine off of Etsy. I also have some vendors on Facebook that you can get them from. A lot of times, though, I buy them in wholesale, and then I put them in my boxes, right? Because I'm a vendor, I have an EIN for it, and then I put them in my boxes for you guys and sell them in bundles because I think they work better in but again, you guys, if you want any of the information, I have it all typed up with all the crystals that I talked about, the breathing technique, you know, some of the example thoughts and gratefulness things you can be saying to yourself. All that stuff I'm going to have, including the video replay, will be in the document. If you want the free document, make sure to go to thejohannawhite.com, sign up for my email list. It's linked right down there. It's like, you probably have to scroll just a hair. I'll move it up for you guys, but you got to go down there, sign up for my free newsletter email list, and then you will get this free document every Monday after the video, okay? It's also go up on my YouTube as well. If you guys have any questions, please don't ever hesitate to message me. I'm always available to you guys. Sylvette, yes, I do ship overseas. I ship to Canada. It's just going to be a little bit extra in shipping because it costs a lot of money to ship across the border, especially now with COVID. So it's just a little bit extra in shipping, but if you're willing to pay for it, I'm willing to ship it, okay? I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm so thankful for you guys for showing up for me, supporting me, and everything that we're doing right now. I'm loving these new Mindfulness Mondays. I hope you guys are too. And if you are, please make sure to hit that share button for me. Make sure that you also hashtag JoJo in the comments if you did share, so I know and I can thank you, because I appreciate every little thing you guys do for me. And then if you want my cleansing kit or my boho boxes, that'll change monthly, so you'll have new stones in there monthly. Also, the cleansing kit I have, I will be making new ones with manifestation bundles for you to manifest your dreams and your goals and your aspirations. I'm going to be doing anxiety bundles. I have new bundles coming. They're just not launched yet. So make sure to be over in Velvet Noire Boutique, which is also at thejohannawhite.com. You can access my boutique there. And just add yourself, and then I will just approve you. Make sure you're a real person. And then all those kind of things will be dropped monthly for you guys. I love you. Happy Monday. And I will chat with you. Love you soon. Much love always.